Welcome students in the first part of properties of light. In this video, I am going to discuss about reflection of light, laws of reflection, about mirrors, image formed by a plane mirror, some uses of plane mirrors, and real and virtual images. So let's start. How do we see anything? Or how we can identify any object? That is because of reflection of light. How we can define this reflection of light? In simple words, you can say that reflection of light is the bouncing back of light rays from a surface in the same medium. Let's understand this reflection of light with an animated video.
How do we see things around us? You would probably say it's the eyes that help us to see the objects around us. But will our eyes be able to see these objects in dark? No, we need light to see things. Without light, we cannot see the objects. But where is this light coming from? This light is coming from this source, which is a fluorescent bulb. You see that this bulb is emitting its own light. The objects which emit their own light are called luminous objects. Can you give me any other examples? Incandescent light bulb, the sun, the stars are also luminous objects. What about objects such as this table and chair? Do they emit their own light? No, these objects do not emit their own light. Such objects are called non-luminous. Almost everything around us is non-luminous. Objects made up of wood, plastic, cotton, metal are all non-luminous. What about the moon and the planets? They are also non-luminous. But if the moon is non-luminous, then how come we're able to see it at night? The answer to this is reflection of light. The reason we're able to see any non-luminous objects around us is because of the reflection of light. Reflection of light can simply be referred to as change in direction of light or bouncing of light from some surface. Just like the ball bounces from the ground, light reflects off from a smooth surface. Let me try to explain this in a simple way. The light from the source strikes the object and bounces off from its surface. And when this light reaches our eyes, we see that object. And this is how we see non-luminous objects. When the object is kept in front of the mirror, its image is formed in it. But will we be able to see the image in the dark? No, we won't. So the formation of the image is also due to reflection of light. Let this object be our human body, so at the same time, we are looking at the image. First tell me, is our body a luminous or a non-luminous object? Well, it's non-luminous. Human body cannot emit its own light. So the light from the source is first incident on the human body. It gets reflected from it, and this reflected light strikes the mirror. This light is further reflected from the surface of the mirror and reaches our eyes. This is how we are able to see our image. Now, obviously, this is not the exact picture of the happenings. I just wanted to give you the intuitive feeling into how this happens.
Through the video, I hope you had understood what is reflection of light. Now let's see what are the different kinds of reflection. There are basically two different kinds of reflection of light. That is regular reflection and irregular reflection, which you also can say as diffuse reflection. Regular reflection, if the surface means the reflecting surface is smooth, then the light rays which used to bounce from it used to follow a single path. Whereas if the surface is not regular or uneven or rough, then the reflected light rays don't follow the same path. Thus, we can say that for a very smooth surface, we can get a regular reflection, whereas for an uneven or rough surface, we can get irregular or diffuse reflection. Now, let's understand the laws of reflection of light. There are two basic laws related to reflection of light. As per to the first law, the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal used to lie on the same plane, whereas the second law says the angle of incidence used to be equals to the angle of reflection. Let's understand about all these things with an animated video.
Good job.
What happened to our light?
No idea.
I have an idea.
Really?
Consider this ray of light which strikes a mirror. This ray of light is called the incident ray. The point at which the incident ray strikes the mirror is called the point of incidence.
Let's go up.
Draw a line perpendicular to the mirror through the point of incidence. This line is called normal. The angle which the incident ray makes with the normal is called the angle of incidence.
It's still not working.
My idea is not over yet.
When the incident ray strikes the mirror, it will bounce off the mirror. The ray which bounces off is called the reflected ray. The angle which the reflected ray makes with the normal is called angle of reflection. Let us learn the two laws of reflection. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. If the angle of incidence is 30 degrees, then the angle of reflection will also be 30 degrees. Remember that these angles are always measured from the normal, not from the mirror. The incident ray, the normal at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane.
Remember, students, that we can use the laws of reflection for regular as well as irregular reflection. But mostly we used to study about the regular reflection, where we can obtain a regular and even reflection. The very best example can be a mirror. What is a mirror? Mirror is a smooth surface that reflects the image of an object. How can we make a mirror? To make a mirror, we need a plain transparent glass sheet and just coat its one end by silver or mercury. Let's understand what are the different kinds of mirrors are. Broadly, we can classify mirrors into two basic kinds: a plane mirror and a spherical mirror. A plane mirror used to have a plain, even surface for the reflection, whereas a spherical mirror used to have a curved reflecting surface. Spherical mirrors can be classified into two different categories. They are concave mirrors and convex mirrors. Let's see how we used to obtain images on a plane mirror. When you stand in front of a plane mirror, you get an image in it. How this is possible? This is possible because of the reflection of light. As you stand in front of the plane mirror, the light rays gets reflected back. If we produce them in the backward direction, they will meet to a certain point. This is not an actual point but an appearing point. The point of this intersection causes the image formation. These kind of images are known as virtual images. So when we stand in front of a plane mirror, the images which used to form, it is a virtual which can't be obtained on a screen. It is upright over there, as well as the size of the image used to be equal to the size of the object. Another fact which is related to the image formed by a plane mirror is that the distance of the object from the mirror used to be equal to the distance of the image from the mirror. So if you come closer to the mirror, you will see that your image is also moving closer towards the mirror. In the same way, if you move backwards, you will find that the image is also going in the backward direction. The image which we used to obtain from a plane mirror used to be literally inverted, means an appearing situation of left as right and right as left. More about the image formations by a plane mirror and with the spherical mirrors, I will discuss it in another video. Now let's see some of the uses of plane mirrors. So plane mirrors can be used widely as a decorative mirror or a dressing mirror. It is also used in different kind of places to cause some kind of illusion. It is also used in some kind of optical instruments like periscopes and kaleidoscopes. Here we have a difference between the real and virtual images. What are real images and what are virtual images? Real images are those images which used to form by the actual intersection of reflected or refracted light rays, whereas virtual images are those images which used to form by the appearing intersection of reflected or refracted light rays. We will understand about these things in the next video. The image which used to be obtained by a plane mirror is a virtual image, whereas the image which we obtain by a spherical mirror, specifically concave mirror, is real image. Real images can be obtained on a screen, whereas virtual images can't be obtained on a screen.